All right, guys, today we are going to be reacting to post-war woman things. She brings a lot to the table. Let's jump in.
Gotcha.
I'm not.
So,
I'm not willing to compromise my standards. So that's why I took a break from dating, because I'm working on myself right now. And I know that once I'm whole within myself, then I will attract the right man, and we will be on the same page and
I
the
don't
same
know
level.
what that means though. What does that mean, whole within yourself?
Well, I'm working on my mental health. I've had a lot of trauma as growing up. I don't have family. I don't have a backup plan. I don't have like parents that are going to give me an inheritance. I'm all I have. And I take care of my grown son. And it's because I worked hard and I made good choices in my life, career-wise. And now I'm at a place in my life where I'm taking a step back. I'm not stressing myself out day to day.
Well, it sounds like you come with a lot of baggage.
Yeah, that's why I'm working on myself.
Yeah. So
We
I
all
mean,
have
if you
baggage.
well, yes, that's true. But I mean, you would have to agree that some people have a lot more than others, though, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So I mean, if you come with a lot of baggage and you want a man to provide for you, what is his incentive to do so? That you're really fun?
Because I'm working on myself and I'm trying to heal the baggage.
Yeah,
So
but
I
if he
think
has
that's
a choice
important. I think
between, if a man who is successful enough to go and retire in Europe with you has a choice between you and other women who have less baggage, these other women, let's say, and they're not working on themselves, why wouldn't he just pick them?
I think what she's trying to say is she's trying to work
she
to
can
get
speak for
to
herself, I promise.
a place of
right.
I think we reacted to part of this video, but I didn't watch the entire thing. Again, let's just remind ourselves that we go back to the term, in my theory, the hero syndrome. How did they defend themselves when they know that the other woman is in a bad place? She's getting on, so they just jump in to try to save them. It's just part of the sisterhood code.
finding
I promise
that
she
man.
can speak for herself. Let her finish. Go ahead.
Absolutely, because a man would have free will but that's not my man. That's not going to be my person. So maybe my person is somebody that has the same sort of background as me, that also worked on himself and is looking for the same things. And I'm willing
Yeah,
to
I
wait
mean,
for
you
it.
have to admit that that's going to be rare, right? To find a man who's going to retire you in Europe and deal with all your baggage if he has tons of other options which are available to him if you're just kind of working on yourself.
But I have the money to retire in Europe myself, so I don't need him to do that as well.
Then why are you
But-
looking for him?
Because I want to find my person, because I believe in love.
Yeah, right. So then you still have to have a competitive edge. Right?
I believe in love. I believe in love. That's why things happen, because of love. This is insane. I'm telling you, this is insane.
Right.
What are you hearing that I don't have that's not competitive with other women?
Well, you said that you still take care of a fully grown adult male, right?
Yeah, well, he's going through college now, and so he can stay with me until he's finished with
And
school
you want
completely.
this other male to take care of you, which I'm guessing means that he's going to primarily be using his resources on you and not your resources on him, right?
We can use my resources as well. I have resources.
Yeah, I know, but he's going
and
to bring
I
a
have-
lot more of them. That's what you're after, right?
I have perks too. I have perks with my life.
I'm not saying you don't have perks. I'm just asking for what the competitive edge that you would be bringing to the table at 53 would be for a man who would bring the resources necessary to take care of you for the rest of your life in Europe. That's all I'm asking.
I don't think that's going to be hard to find. I think that it might take me longer, but I hear what you're saying, and
This is what happened. You cannot save them. She's 50, 50 something, 54. And she's still thinking like a kid. I heard a lot of guys saying that females, they still, if they don't mature correctly, they will still be thinking like they're 25 years old for the entire life and make decisions as such. This is the best example for this.
I'm not going to let you tell me otherwise, that I'm not going
I'm
to
not
find my
telling you
person.
otherwise. I haven't told you anything. I've just asked you some basic questions.
Right.
told you
You're
anything.
saying,
I haven't
oh, you're
said anything.
53. What are you bringing to the table? Well, I bring a lot to the table.
Okay, what?
I bring a lot. I bring a great sense of humor. I'm sharp.
Okay.
I'm funny. I'm smart. I'm
Well,
ambitious.
make me laugh.
I'm pretty.
Hang on. Make me laugh.
That is so
He
dumb.
made me laugh.
It's like going to a stand-up comedian and being like,
Okay,
oh,
hey,
tell me a
look,
joke.
I agree.
like-
It's a cheap shot. It's a cheap shot, but it's just funny to say, right?
It's funny.
Whenever a woman says they're funny,
It's in the moment.
it's just always been my experience that they're not funny. But the
Well,
thing is
just
even
you
if
can
you
look at my
were even if you
YouTube
were in
or
the
my-
category, hang on, even if you were in the category of being a very, very funny woman, right? All women think that they're funny, right? All women think that they're funny. So the question is like, okay, I get it. You bring a good sense of humor to the relationship. Obviously, other women will be bringing a good sense of humor to the relationship as well. I'm asking what you specifically are going to be bringing that other women in your age bracket aren't going to be bringing.
I just said it. Did I not just say it?
Wait,
Well, you said
that
you're funny and
I'm
kind
smart.
of quirky. I
I'm
didn't really hear anything that set you apart.
ambitious. I am funny. I am successful. I am.
Okay.
She is definitely funny. You look at her, you start laughing. Oh yeah, I agree with that. She's totally funny. She's a walking joke, man. This is crazy. I mean, when you talk about Peter Pan syndrome times 10, right here. Like, she cannot recognize that she's past her prime. She's just being used for dumping, push and dump. I mean, pump and dump. How can I put this? She thinks she's in the top of the top when it comes down to female beauty. Bro, she's like a hard 4, man. She did a little bit of lips stuff, but the rest is like, oh man, I don't know. When she turned her jaw, you can tell right away her age. In my opinion, right? But she really thinks she is in competition with the younger females, even in the room. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, but men
I'm
don't care about
pretty.
success. They don't care about success. They don't care about how successful a woman is. They care about how pretty she is and
I'm
how well she
pretty.
treats
I'm
them.
pretty. Have you looked at me? I'm very pretty, and
There you
I'm
go.
smart, and I'm very sweet.
Okay. All right.
I have a couple things on this, but we do have somebody joining us on the panel here. You can come ahead and take a seat. Morgan had to exit. So we have. She doesn't speak English though, so unfortunately we're not going to be able to ask her any questions. But she can just kind of give facial reactions, and so buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
Any
I don't agree,
Spanish speakers at the table? Yeah, so just maybe like if. It's okay. It's all right. Anyways, what Andrew was talking about, you said you're successful, funny. Really quick on the funny one, though. No offense, ladies. I don't think guys care.
They do.
They
If
want you
you're
to be clever. They want you to be able to hold a conversation.
Nah.
Really?
No.
And
Then are guys lying when they say, "Oh, I love you. You're so witty and you're
Yes.
funny"? They're
Yes.
lying.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So then you're leading a girl on and telling her what she wants to hear.
Oh, yeah, guys
No,
do
I
that.
don't.
Well, yeah, to get laid. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's what they do. They lie to you because they know how to move. So they're going to tell you what you want to hear. They got you. As soon as they get you, they just run. That's called game.
Well, I'm
Exactly.
sorry, hang on. So you're saying that if a woman doesn't look good, maybe she looks fat in a certain.
Oh, let's go back. You see the Spanish girl that she just came in? Look at this. She literally look at Brian from top to bottom. Look at
No,
that.
so you're saying that if a woman doesn't look good,
Yeah, you see that?
maybe she looks fat in a certain.
That's how they do it, folks. That's how they do it. When every time that you're not even looking, and you're not even noticing that people are looking at you, that's when they look at you.
dress that you're just being mean by telling her, oh no, honey, you look good in that dress. Is that what you're saying? Or is there times where it's appropriate in a relationship to avoid kind of fights which are unnecessary to just kind of Sure, you're witty. Yeah, yeah, of course. I love having conversations. I love the long walks on the beach and the mojitos at night. It's my favorite, right?
Yum. But yeah, I don't think guys really care about the whole funny thing.
All right.
You know?
All
No
right.
offense.
Well, I didn't know that.
I don't really care.
It's 54. Did you know that?
Well, you're
Like,
just
I
speaking
wasn't-
for yourself. You're
I
speaking
feel like
for
I'm speaking for
yourself.
90% of dudes.
And for him.
Maybe there's like 3 dudes that like really like funny women. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like there's 3 dudes in existence that want to Amy Schumer. Don't know. But I will say this. I don't think there's ever been a woman who's like, well, I didn't want to have sex with her. But after hearing that remarkable joke, now all of a
That's
sudden.
where they sealed the deal.
Sealed the deal. Oh, by the way, Andrew, I sent you a text message. Andrew. And then the success thing, though. Wait, didn't you say you wanted, like, I forgot what I don't know if you said traditional or what?
Yeah, traditional. What I'm
You mean-
saying is I just don't want to have everything always relying on me all the time. I'm looking for a partner.
But,
Like, I'm not looking to,
I got a question for you.
just not work.
So you said you went on 45 first dates, right? All different guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm
Of
counting.
all the 45 first dates, would you say most of them would be like either a drink or dinner?
Yes,
And of the 45 dates that you went on, who paid for the dates?
they did.
In every single, like 100% of them?
Oh, yeah.
Any split?
No one asked me.
What she's trying to do right now, she's trying to brag. She's telling to the group, especially with that little Hispanic girl came in, she's telling her, oh, see, I get dates. I'm in the game. That's what she's trying to tell the other girls. Gee, this is how I brag, see? I get dates and guys pay for my dates. That's what she's trying to do. She's trying to brag.
5,
Nobody asked me to split.
40, just to be clear, 45 first dates.
Yeah.
And in each instance, the guy always paid.
Yes.
Okay. And then you said there were 3 guys who you dated a little longer than just, most of these guys, one date, that was it. Would they continue to pay for dates?
Yes.
Did you ever pay for a date?
I'm good at like
With the 3 I'm
never a
talking
date. I've never paid for a date, but I've offered to pay for dessert or
Okay. Right. What would you
something.
say was like kind of the most, when these guys would take you out to dinner, for example, whether it was the first date or one of these guys you dated for 3 months, did any of them take you to somewhere a little pricier when it came to dinner?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think is the most a guy spent on you on a first date?
He told me $3,000
On
dinner. He told me it was $3,000, but when I added it in my head, it was probably $1,500. But it was a very
Only
that's a lot.
$1,500.
No, it's a lot.
Okay.
And he's the one that's still
Was it
my
like-
friend
what's
to
the
this day.
Fancy, is it Nobu? Is that the place?
It wasn't. No, it was an Asian fusion restaurant in downtown LA.
1,500 first. And was this a guy that you saw again or no?
Yeah, this was This was actually my true situationship.
The last one.
No, this
Oh,
was the
wait.
one before him. I was in a situationship with this
I
guy,
see. Okay.
where he treated me like his girlfriend. He was living his life in reverse. He didn't want anything serious. He had 3 kids before the age of 30.
But first, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so we were in a situationship for about 3 or 4 months.
And then you said so the first date though he spent $1,500.
No.
Oh, one of the dates he spent.
One of the dates,
How much did he? What's the most that the guy spent on the first date?
I would say $1,500.
Oh, $1,500.
I would say that
And
would
then
probably be the most someone's ever spent
That
on
one
me.
specific guy, would he continue to take you on like kind of fancier dates? and
Always.
stuff?
We always went on
Always.
fancy dates, and he's actually.
You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? That what she's trying to do right now, she's trying to basically give the perception that she's very relevant to the dating market. And you know what's crazy? The females can tell. Do you see the face of this lady right here in the middle? She can tell she is full of it. She can literally tell. Interesting.
Actually my friend still. He's the one guy, the guy that I slept with that's still my friend. Because he did not want to be in a relationship.
Damn. Yeah, sorry. No,
And
it's nothing. Yeah.
not me. Okay. So no, he didn't want to be in a relationship but we had a really great friendship. Like, he's a
Yeah.
great guy, and so we're still friends
sure.
to this
and
day.
So, how often did you see him? Like, how many dates do you think you went on with him?
We saw each other once a week.
For 3 months?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe about 10 times. 10, 12, 10 to 20 maybe?
Sure.
Okay. And he would always take you out to a fancy, nice dinner?
Not always. I
but
mean, sometimes we had tacos from the
Sure.
taco truck, but
But then other times he'd spend $3,000 on a dinner.
he said it was 3,000, but
Right.
sure.
He was, okay. And then any of the other guys, the other 3 guys, would they ever fancy dinners? Big,
Yes.
but not one of these dinners you ever paid, correct?
No.
You mentioned that you bring your success to a relationship. You went on 45 first dates. Not one of them did you pay for. And of the 3 men that you did have continuing, more than just the first date. So I fail to see how your success, translation, your finances, your money, has anything to do with your attractiveness to a partner when you're not bringing that to a relationship by your own admission.
I think a lot of guys today in the state of California want a woman that does something
What did
in
you
their
do?
life. I'm saying I have my own job. I have a job.
Well, but, and this is, I'll just be blunt, this is why men don't actually care about your success or your finances, because we don't reap any benefits of your success. So when women say, well, I have these academic credentials and I have this high-paying job and I'm successful, I don't have debt, I have all this money, even in your case, you went on 45 dates, not one did you pay for, they paid for the whole meal. These men would spend thousands of dollars, some of them would spend thousands of dollars. I'm failing to see how your success or your money would be enticing to any of them, given that they didn't reap any benefit.
That was only one date, but when you don't know, I mean, after a couple of dates if you have chemistry with somebody or if you have compatibility.
Well,
but
yes.
I don't see where you're going with, because I'm saying I have a job and that
Well-
I bring.
Oh, she's pushing back now because she got caught up in a bad situation that she doesn't realize that making money doesn't really. First of all, if a guy cares if you make money, he's a simp, he's a beta. You're not gonna respect him. So why even bringing that up? In my opinion, is because she wants to test the guy. She's testing. And if the guy really cares about her money, she's already turned off. But at the same time, that's the footnote that that's the first thing she's bringing to the table: money and happiness. What's it? Money and comedian and all this stuff that make nothing. And also, I have to mention something. Her ability to pair bond is almost zero. She went to 45 dates exactly because she's good for that, only for dates. And pump and dump. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one.